Good evening, this is GBPUSD. I'm the essential. You can find at the blog fibstalker.com. Today is September the 4th, 2013. It's 9 p.m. Toronto time, and in this video I'm going to review for you four majors, but the weekly and the daily time frame. The majors are the euro dollar, the pound versus the euro, the dollar, the Australian dollar versus the US dollar, and the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. So let's start from the weekly chart. Those who follow me know that I've been looking at this area of support, which was known actually after the highs in February. So it was known basically in 2 months in advance, and the area of support came in the 128.70 area, and as you can see, this area has been tested 3 times. The first time in it was end of March, beginning of April, and then again the mid of May this year, and once again at the beginning of July. So this level of support is very important. There is participation at this level, and every time price gets here is pushed higher, is participation, potentially is participating as well. And as you know, my projected target is 141. Moving to the daily chart, I can show you the level we are seeing support at the moment. I don't think this is the final level, but it's coming from this trace here, which is an extension, and as we can see, we saw participation to the pip at this level. I think the most relevant level to consider in the euro is not this one, but it's the all the way halfway back, corresponding to the same trace we did in the dollar, for the dollar index, and the next important level of support is coming at 131.09. Should price move below 130.20, then we could see a retest again of this 120, very important 128.75 area. Moving to the pound versus the US dollar, I want to show you the weekly first, and in the pound we have two important levels of respectively support and resistance. The first level, the resistance will come starting from this 164.30 area, and we saw the last time there was participation. The downside around this area was in the beginning of 2013. On the other side though, because we already have another side, there are longs who are actually supporting price based on this trace from lows in 2009 to highs in 2009, and although we could see a brief violation of this low here, looking at the dollar index, so at the where the dollar is at the moment, we could actually see that this could only be a brief break here, which might not have a follow-up. What we can see now at the moment on the weekly is that there is also this trace here. There was participation to the pip 156 area at the beginning of March, and again this level was retested and is now being retested again, and there is the possibility that 157.85 would actually be broken, somehow validating the same view we have for the dollar. Moving to the daily chart here, I want to show you the measured move that we have been trading in July, and actually at the beginning, since the beginning of August, and we saw price reacting this 151.20. Should this trace here, and the two targets were 155.70, which was it, and then it is the second target. It's still, it's still a potential target here. Now we could make the case that price went to traced back and retraced, and went to test the next level of support in 154.10, which would be actually a 15 pips front run, which is a little bit too much here. So it is possible that this level will be retested, and we will see whether current trading will participate again and peak price there, whether we need to see a further retrace here. Likewise, the euro dollar, we don't know this just yet, and we will need to wait for that. Moving to the Australian dollar, again starting from the weekly. Those who follow me know that I've been identifying a very clear sequence of measured move on the price for this pair, and actually the first one was the first trace here is an extension from highs to highs, and as you can see, participation came at 0.81 and broke price into 1 parity for this pair. And then again, price continued higher into the second target, the 109.80 area, and we saw participation, so profit taking participation on the downside here. The most important event and attached information we could infer from that was then the next extension higher failed. Price went below 1 level, and this was the confirmation that this whole sequence of measurement of higher had failed. When that happens, then we expect a full retrace of the old move, and I've been indicating this 0.85 now for since a few weeks, and that's where I see the price moving. In my last review, I showed you a potential level of support. I think the level of support worked very well, and I think this is the daily. So back to this is the weekly. Okay. Just bear with me a moment. Yep. So the what I showed in my last review, sorry for this interruption, was a potential level of resistance. I observed that this level 0.92 broke price into the first target, 88.60 level, so I thought I would consider this level again for the next measured move. And that's exactly what happened. I gave you this this trace actually when price printed this long weekly green bar, and actually in the next 3 weeks price went down, and this week price is rallying again. I'm not sure he's able to make it again to 0.9270, which was the level, the area of resistance. If he gets there, we could see a renewed selling. I want to remind you that the first target of this move lower is 0.86, and we have this 0.85 level waiting for price here. Now, if price moves above 93.04, you will need to consider another important level of resistance, and there again I will get involved with a short if you have a valid entry technique. If you don't, you should look at the Fib-Stalker timing technique. Anyway, I mean, should price move above 93.04, I see 94.70 are acting as a resistance, and again we have 85 now would be the target in case we get that, and as you can see it lines up with the level of support. Finally, to show you the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar, you know that we have a level of resistance which it's a multi-year level of resistance that could be traced from 2009 relative highs here to lows in 2011, and this level at 105.60 came in play a number of times, end of 2011, and again, very importantly, mid 2013 twice, as we can see. And the last test has been in basically this level has been tested in the last 3 weeks. Now I want to show you the daily chart. I want to make a couple of observations. First of all, although price is currently at resistance, I want to show you that on the daily chart there is this trace here which never failed which never actually let me see, it's never really let me see, actually it failed the 61.80 level here. I don't think I'm tracing this in the right way, sorry for that. Just let me recheck this, and I'm using this level, but I should use the actual level, the actual low here. And I think when we trace this, indeed we can see that this area of support starting at 103.10 held price, and it was tested twice, and the second time it held even better. So although price is now a resistance, this 105.60 at its resistance, it's possible that price will just continue higher, especially if we witness more dollar strength in the coming days and into the FOMC decision September the 18th. And so price could actually reach this level of the target, which is 107.48. We can expect that, we cannot we can anticipate that, we can expect that. I want to show you also internally on the daily chart that there is an extension here that is being respected, and it could be the extension that actually brings price into that 107.48. And as you can see here, we saw participation at 104.70 area here, and price actually tested once this level and twice, and is still holding. And we could see just a continuation higher into 106.15, 10, and then again 106.90, helping price into that 107.48. I hope this review is useful, and if you as you know, this review is only available to newsletter subscribers. So if you want to receive the newsletter, you can go to my website fibstalker.com and register for free for the newsletter, and you'll get this video. This video is typically published on my blog with a few weeks, sometimes months of delay. Thank you very much for your attention, and I wish you a great trading day tomorrow, and a great week as well. Bye bye.